Control. That's what we all strive for. Control of our lives, control of our ideas and our comforts. And it is with that very endeavor in mind that Domotics, a company that recognizes the need to customize life, is focused on making this much more than just a seamless experience at home. We caught up with architects and clients alike to find out a little more about the art of automation.
When it started, and I'm talking about 15 years ago, when it first started, it was it was a luxury, right? So people did it because one, they could do it. Two, they could tell people that I have it.
It also becomes part of necessity also. Especially when you have big homes, large homes, very difficult to control. So automation brings you at a hand level.
See, the ambience comes next because that's purely aesthetics, which is only for one sense, which is the eye. Experience is something beyond. It has to be for all the senses. So automation can crack that to elevate beyond that gimmicks. But in terms of security and safety, I think automation will play the major role.
Automation in a broad sense, people think it's about just switching on your lights and television. So it just extends more than that. In fact, you can also introduce your gesture control and also voice recognition. So you need not even go for an iPad. So you can also incorporate your Alexa or Google Home.
It is going to not only make your life easier, it is going to make your life worthier. You have to experience it to understand about it.
Today, I think automation encompasses a whole new thing. I mean, it's almost like your smartphones. So it's becoming part and parcel of design. We don't even think about automation anymore. It's because it's a part of the whole thing. So it's becoming that common. And every home or every building that we do has a small piece of automation, but it varies in degree, depending on complexity of both user, building typology, and function.
What we have done is we have incorporated our security cameras, the front gates, and the landscaping, water fountain, and the curtains. So in a way, you can technically operate everything with the touch of a screen.
8-10 years back, out of 100 houses, one house we used to do automation. Then things have changed from 50 house, in 50 house maybe 20 houses. Now in 10 house, 8 of the homes they want automation.
என்னை ரொம்ப இம்ப்ரெஸ் பண்ண விஷயம் அவங்களோட ஹோம் தியேட்டரு. ஒரு டெமோ காமிக்கிறேன்னு உள்ளே கொண்டு போய் உட்கார வச்சாங்க. ஐ டென்ட் see எனி ரிமோட்ஸ் எதுவுமே இல்லை, ஸ்விட்சஸ் எதுவுமே இல்லை. ஸோ நார்மலாக நம்ம ஹோம் தியேட்டரில் போய் உட்காரோம்னா ஒரு 7-8 ரிமோட்டை கையில் கொண்டு போய் உட்காருவோம். ஒரு டிவிஆரை கண்ட்ரோல் பண்ணுறதுக்கு, ப்ரொஜெக்டர், ஏசி, இது எல்லாத்துமே. அங்கே எதுவுமே இல்லை. அவர் உள்ளே வந்தார் ஒரு ஐபேடோட. ஸோ டெமோ காமிக்கிறேன்னு என் பக்கத்துலேயே உட்காந்து அவர் ஜஸ்ட் ஸ்டார்ட் கொடுத்தாரு. ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்காக கர்டன்ஸ் க்ளோஸ் ஆச்சு, ஏர் கண்டிஷன் ஆன் ஆச்சு, லைட்ஸ் டிம் ஆச்சு, அவங்களோட ப்ளூரே டிஸ்க் ஆன் ஆச்சு. ஸோ இது எல்லாமே அந்த ப்ரோக்ராமில் தேவ் இன்டெகிரேட்டட். ஸோ இவ்வளோ விஷயமும் ஜஸ்ட் டச்சில் நடந்தது. அதுதான் என்னை ஃபஸ்ட் இம்ப்ரெஸ் பண்ணுச்சு.
In home automation, it helps us to bring a minimalist thing by controlling everything at one point. Those days you have decentralized. Every room used to have a separate gadget, and so that used to be clumsy for us as an architect. We had to hide all those gadgets and all. So for home automation, one of the greatest advantages, we keep everything in one room, control room, one hub room, and then we distribute.
Let's look at the smallest building type. That's a house. Grills are going away because of automation, because you have security, you have glass break sensors, you have pressure sensors and things like that. So that in itself, and it's also become affordable enough. Like technology has started becoming cheaper and cheaper and more accessible.
World is becoming too insecure. Elders are staying alone, kids are staying alone, we keep moving. So we need a hang and hold of things right from the place we stay to the place we work. Automation plays a major part there, beyond gimmicks.
If I can say, if it is about automation is really one best thing which has happened in my house, because it has given me enormous possibilities which I never thought that can happen.
No, we have 3 tanks below. Sump is there, and 3 tanks at the terrace. Overhead tanks are there. So often we feel that if there is water or not. So all the way we have to go up, see whether tank has water, enough water. So what we thought was, how can we control from automation?
So I was insisting Domotics for the past 2 years to find a solution. I think they have come up with in one of the houses where we're able to see the level of the tank. So we just opened up the screen and they can see, even if the water level, there's some problem with the water level, by looking at that we'll know what is the problem. It's the water level is the problem, or there's no water.
So one by one automation add பண்ணிட்டே வரும்போது why not we can add the swimming pool, why not we can add the pond filtration. இப்படி எங்களுக்குள்ளேயே கேள்விகள் வரும். நாங்கள் அவங்கக்கிட்ட கேட்போம், சார் நீங்கள் என்ன மனசில் நினைக்கிறீங்களோ அதை ஆட்டோமேஷனில் கொண்டு வர முடியும், நீங்கள் என்ன வேணும்னு சொல்லுங்கள், we'll do that அப்படின்னாங்க.
Automation, or for that matter, anything that involves machines or artificial intelligence is only as good as its service. It is very, very important for somebody like a Domotics to be able to provide service when it fails immediately, because now you're dependent on it. You cannot do without your mobile phone, can you? Right? So somebody must be able to, the mobile seller must be able to give you a quick service, must be able to give you efficient service, and that's something Domotics are good at.
Since its inception back in 1998, Domotics has consistently strived to deliver secure, custom-built and cost-effective solutions in building management systems. Being an authorized Crestron channel partner, Domotics prides itself in being able to design, configure and install automation specific to one's needs as well as budget, with the sole idea of merging aesthetics, experience and comfort.
Because as an architect, we look at pushing every time and then try to bring something ahead of the other person. So there I would say somebody who can tailor make it and customize a solution. So we need more solution providers, and I would say Domotics is one of the best person to do it for us. And they've been giving that bit of a solution where we can customize it to any extent. So that way they have been more helpful, I would say.
I'll give you a word about service. 2.5 years, their service is awesome. And when I say awesome, it's 6 stars out of 5.
I feel like Domotics உள்ள வரும்போது பிளான் பண்ணும்போது we have to include them and do a planning according to that. And ஒரு construction architectural போகும்போது it's one of the electricity, plumbing மாதிரி I think it's one of the basic amenities ன்னு நான் நினைக்கிறேன்.